What's going on, world? Back at it again, trying to get the kinks out of this. Trying my best to get the kinks out of this. I'm hoping this time that it's catching the sound. I see the meter going up a little something, so I guess there's a lot of stuff you got to pay attention to when you're in the process of uh, promoting and doing what you do. Like I say, for those who don't know who I am, I go by the stage name Contact. I've been pushing for some years. I currently run the record label Money Up Records. I started recording back in 98. 98 is when I recorded my first single. Took it to the street, started pushing. It was called Fast Life. Like I say, I recorded it with the homie Lil Ace from St. Louis. And, from then on, it's been running and trying to make it happen. I currently run the record label Money Up Records. I started off as an artist. I also composed, also wrote songs, had some music placed on television. And, I'm in the entertainment business when it comes to the music end. Like I say, I go by Contact. I run a record label Money Up Records. Make sure y'all check out moneyuprecords.com. Now, I just recently did a review, but I'm not going to talk about that for those that's fresh to the site or fresh to the YouTube channel. What I'm going to do is start reviewing music at times that we're not doing performances. When people come in, book a session for In the Corner Studio, we'll be doing live performances. Then we'll be showing uh, uh, example of their work. We'll show them. We'll be promoting them. So how many studios that you can go to and not only perform, but in the process of creating a product, also get promotion to what you're creating. I have a decent little fan base, and those that support, I really appreciate it. So you will not only be seeing music from me and my label, you will also be seeing other artists contributing to the channel and contributing to what we have to present here at Money Up Records. It's a couple of things I want to talk about, but the first key thing I'm gonna get into, I'm gonna go ahead and play this album, St. Louis Crap. This is an album that I put out 3 years ago, and it's talking about the issues I was going through in the process of running my own label. Not only, and it speaks on the transition from the transitioning of an artist to a CEO. So a lot of things that I was experiencing in the process of creating, in the process of attempting to get my label well known. So I'm about to go over this album. You can find this album at St. Louis by looking up St. Louis shit on Amazon. You can also find it at moneyuprecords.com. Just hit the link, moneyuprecords.com, and like I say, you can go give it a listen to it for free before you purchase, see if it's something you can rock with. I'm gonna play a couple of songs off the album. I'm just gonna play basically like 4 songs off the album. Let y'all check it out real quick and see whether or not it's something you want to rock with. It's early Sunday morning. This is what I'm into. This is an album that I listen to a lot of mornings in order to motivate me to get through to the next day. So I'm about to jump into it. The name of this album is St. Louis Shit or St. Louis Stuff. So I'm about to get to it. Shout out,
Shit,
man.
hate that nigga, man. I'm on the block every day, nigga. I got food stamps on deck, nigga. I'm tired of that. When I see this nigga, he coming up off something, man. On the real, nigga, I'm tired of this shit. As soon as he come up off this store, they gonna rob him his ass, nigga.
Hey, what up, bro?
Oh shit, here come Contact. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, man, your mixtape hard,
Man,
bro. Hey, nigga, track with you, though, bro.
Still trying to get people to hear me out, man.
Hey, that shit go, though, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Here go my car. Hit me up. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, man, bitch ass nigga on the real. Hey, wait till I see that nigga again. He coming up off something.
Yeah, man. Same boat, same wave, same old shit, man. Niggas don't give a fuck about. Yeah, ain't no need to say the late, cause you know who we are. Yeah, hey, Contact, let them know, man. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash money, still the money, so I feel up on the ass. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, I'm just grinding while I'm pushing, trying to get it out the lab. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash money, still the money, so I feel up on the ass. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, I'm just grinding while I'm pushing, trying to get it out the lab. Spin up on that box stop, they left hard, trying to make me quit. Send the records back to the curse when they had much, so they didn't play my shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck should I put the do, Jay? Little money. Not a soul, and the money can't be slayed. They like contact, so contact, do bills, do kaboom, and made you be the shit. Never ever giving up, never will I submit. I'm just so hard to say do it, so I gotta make it fit. I'm like, damn, hey, give me the cash money, still the money, so I feel up on the ass. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, I'm just grinding while I'm pushing, trying to get it out the lab. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, money, still the money, so I feel up on the ass. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, I'm just grinding while I'm pushing, trying to get it out the lab. These struggles I took, I'm gon' hide up, also relax. They say that patience so much without a hustle, relax. Trying to do more than bubble, be more than my city. Travel the world with my music, turn my shit to pretty. A lot of people trying to contact. You live in that rock, don't gather squats in your name, but even bullets to fight. Truth is, I go in more than those to black and two feelings. So the hate of this condition don't make me rich and just feel me some cash. Go to work, slaving for a wage. Hate to see a man pushing for a new wave. The jealousy and envy is what's keeping them slave. I just laugh and push my CD, selling music every day. I'm like, damn, the pain, man. Give me the cash. Money, still the money, so I feel up on the ass. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, I'm just grinding while I'm pushing, trying to get it out the lab. Fuck the pain, nigga. Give me the cash, money, still the money, so I feel up on the ass. One of your records, contact list. Hey, what up, Lo? Hey, you write that verse, man? Fucking right, man. Up early in the morning, nigga, trying to get cash. People hitting up my phone like you just can't wait. Up early in the morning, nigga, trying to get cash. People hitting up my phone like you just can't wait. Up early in the morning, nigga, trying to get cash. People hitting up my phone like you just can't wait. Up early in the morning, nigga, trying to get cash. People hitting up my phone like you just can't wait. I made a rider, what you doing today? Same shit, same corner, I'm just trying. trying to get paid. It's crazy how motherfuckers always calling me back. But when the rhyme rolled out, they wouldn't hit me back. Now I take a turn, and I don't see the same love that I get was going over my penis. Work. Everybody here don't give a fuck about another, cause everybody sweating, slaying, hating, and now I'm seeing faking. That's why most niggas motherfuckers start staking. They got the nerve to ask me why I look this way, cause no matter why you on my dick this way. Up early in the morning, nigga trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone. Like you just can't. Early in the morning, nigga trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Early in the morning, nigga trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Early in the morning, nigga trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Hey, writer, producer, see. Yo, they say you independent, does that mean that you a trapper? You must have money cause you be dropping the mix. So maybe just smoking dope because we ain't seen shit. Two niggas with no support, I'm supposed to survive. Putting money in the business that is taking the time. But DJs, they hate me, that's why they don't play me. My parents think I'm lost cause dope didn't raise me. Born in the 80s, late 90s, addicted to weed. Double low, I was seeing still. Still chasing my dream, chasing people, niggas laughing like these niggas a trick. 35 years old and still on that shit. Up early in the morning, niggas trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Up early in the morning, niggas trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Up early in the morning, niggas trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Up early in the morning, niggas trying to get cake, trying to keep from hitting up my phone like you just can't. Right? Money on records, money on records. Contacted niggas, yeah. What, no, what? Fighting some air right here. You say what? Damn right. Think you could read box? Yes, I'm bringing it back from a time to a dollar. The dollars be stacked, collected, change for dreams, giving them what they need. Music that motivates and help them get to the dream. Who I be? Still hard for them to see, but my name ring bells like them girls from Cookie. I'll be the first up off the label to let you know what I do. I'm the CEO producer, man, I'm something like the glue, man, I see. I be on that other, turn the music into money into bricks, building my empire. And I have the power, sponsored my breakers, so I just can't stop. I be the one to hit the poop with a hit, hit the poop and drop a hit. Never for the fame, man, the game, man, I love this. Money coming sometimes, some money coming sometimes. Connected to the crime, so I find it myself and go. Yeah, right. Won't change. Yeah, won't change. Real. Getting harder, they don't want to see me with this. They rather see a slave to control, moving senseless. Me, I'm just a man of different breed. No one's on the jump, entertain out what I need. Good, bad, I gotta take it slow. Hot, cold, they wanna stop the flow. Contact be the reason why the seasons turn quick. Staying to myself, just alone that they can spit. Born in the 80s, but this time has got me lost. Still you wrong, man, I feel it till We used to lead, now they taught us just to follow. Copy, dummy, get my respect, it's so hollow. Damn, look at the shit that they say. Give up. Why the fuck should I say? Say, on the same shit. I just get a grind, get a make a move, trying to make a change. Shit,
Niggas in St. Louis be like, you got a Monte Carlo, but you ain't got 22s though, nigga. Your mixtape hard, but my little brother go though, bruh. You driving unleaded gas, but we got premium gas over here, nigga. You got an apartment, but you ain't got no house though, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We balling over here, nigga.
Yeah, contacting this. On your race. The lady. Hey, must have been stealing from a dog. Tell me why I got it up there. Tell me why I got it. Understand that thing they call jealousy. You know, I'm having a hard time understanding that jealousy. Feeling that out of check. I want my horse on my sleeve and it's making me jealous. I try to build and believe and it's making me jealous. I get my lesson, people bleed and it's making when the dance is a motherfucker, my people are just I want my voice on my sleeve and let's make it a play. I try to build and believe and let's make it a play. I feel my lesson, people bleed and let's make it a play. When the dance is a motherfucker, my people are just Chance say the reason why niggas suffer and shit. When I take the there you have it. That was a couple of singles from the album St. Louis Shit. You can get that at Amazon. You can also get that at MoneyOnRecords.com. Like I say, Money on Records Radio, that's what we represent. You know, I go by that stage name Contact. I'm also the CEO, writer, composer, engineer. I do it all. But on the side of that, you know, it's something I was mentioning before. I'm going to mention once again is the fact that it's a section of the site title Off the Top. Now, with that Off the Top section, back in the day when I was doing this album, I was rolling around the city, coming across a lot of different people. Now, when I was coming across a lot of different people, with some artists they claim, or some people that claim they were rappers. So what I would do, I would pull out the camera and I would, you know, I tell them spit some bars or drop something. You know what I'm saying? So on that Off the Top section, you'll be able to catch live performances from artists all over the city when I'm out grinding. You know what I'm saying? It's various artists that go off the top of the dome that, you know, don't have the ability to get exposure or don't have exposure. And that's what I try to do at Money on Records Radio or MoneyOnRecords.com. You know what I'm saying? On the side of that, we're going to get back to that album. It took me a second to compose that album. The reason why I came up with the title St. Louis Crap, because it was I noticed it was a lot of things that I was going through in the process of creating. And in the process of creating, it made me understand, you know, a lot of these things that I was experiencing and a lot of the disconnect with the community, the family, with society in the city that I live in was things that was embedded in them years upon years. You know what I'm saying? The way that they look at things and the way that the way that they react to things and the way that they feel about things. I started to notice that, you know, this was something that I couldn't correct as an individual. All I can do is be the best man that I can be. But on the side of that, you know, these are things that they've been experiencing. And I think a lot of the trouble comes in that when, you know, the outlets that they're using to escape, which is the media, and the music and the things that they putting in, it started to corrupt them, to the point where what's the norm is no longer the norm, and what's crazy is considered the norm, you know. And that's what I noticed over the years as the more I start to create, the more I start to recognize the things that they were into were like totally different from what I would be into, and not only what I be into. I mean, it's just a lot of garbage that a lot of these people have accept, and some for some reason they don't find any value in they don't find value in others until someone else sees value in others. Yeah, but it's so much going through my mind, so much I'm thinking about, so much that I want to explain and open up about, but I know I truly can't because, like I say, it's the first time I'm streaming, and I'm not sure whether or not it's catching the sound. I'm hoping this time it's really catching the sound. I've been doing this for the last 2 or 3 hours trying to get it straight. But like I said, I go by contact. I run the record label Money Up Records. Make sure y'all tune in to MoneyUpRecords.com or Money Up Records Radio. Like I say, we'll be showing me composing, engineering, recording, and not only me, you'll be able to have the ability to see other artists that rock with In the Corner Studio. You'll be able to see a live performance and exposure of what they're doing. Like I say, I'm from St. Louis. I do music. Um, I'm an artist. I'm also a CEO, and it's what I do for a living, man. This is my life. I just played a couple of singles off an album number, I think that was album number 13. That's titled St. Louis Crap or St. Louis Shit. You can get that at Amazon by typing in St. Louis Shit by Contact, the regular way you spell contact, or you can also get that at MoneyUpRecords.com or Money Up Records Radio. Just scroll down, you'll see the St. Louis Crap album. Snatch y'all a copy. I'm telling you, it's well worth it. You heard the culmination of what I put together, what I was going through for that particular year. On the side of that, it's almost Christmas time. We got two albums them the main two albums I'm promoting, St. Louis Crap and That Plug Classic. You can get That Plug Classic if you catch me out there in the streets. If not, you can also get it at MoneyUpRecords.com, and you can also get it at Amazon. Type in That Plug Classic version 2 retrograde for Amazon, and you'll be able to snatch a hard copy of it there. Like I say, this is what we do. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. Those just tuned in, I'm hoping this time we got the sound, a little burnt out from the first couple of times I did this, but hopefully, we can get that spark back. And when y'all will be able to see me composing and doing what I do, it's your homie Contact, Money Up Records CEO. And shout out to everybody out there that support. If you can share this, like this, tell a friend, tell a friend. If you're in the St. Louis area, come record with us in the Corner Studio. Come and check us out at Money Up Records Radio, MoneyUpRecords.com. And, we promote music, something different from the norm. I seem like everybody promoting music, but everybody doing the music that they heard on the radio. You got to be unique, creative, tap into that creative signal of your own and do and that's what we do at Money Up Records. It's a thought process, the money, the fame, all that stuff, it come and go, but, when you have the thought process of money up, you're always going to win, and, you can take it the distance, it ain't nothing that you can't accomplish, And like I said, I've been tapping into that signal for many years, and you'll be able to see a lot of those things that I have created when I go over things, songs that I have created and whatnot, and memories that I had experienced in the process of creating. But like I say, thanks again for tuning in. It's your homie Contact. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, and let me get back to what I was on. Thanks for your time. If you can, share. All right.